Hi, I got my two little boys here. My new baby, who doesn't have a name yet, that I got yesterday, who is the Nori Sculpt by Silicone Studios. And then my little baby Seth, who is Lou by Noemi Roarks of Nori Art Dolls. They are about the same size. I'm just kind of going to compare them. I haven't done this for myself or anything even. And so I just kind of wanted to do that, but thought I would just share it. I think I'm gonna... Now, he's naked. I washed his clothes that he came with yesterday. And he came with the cutest little cloth diaper that fits him perfectly. But it is still drying. So, he doesn't have a diaper on. So, we're gonna have some boy bits, but I will put that diaper back on him as soon as it's all the way dry. It's almost dry. I've got it sitting on my register here, my heat vent. So, there is Nori, and here is Seth. Alright, I brought my tape measure, and I'm just going to measure them. Pretty sure they're the same. Let's see here, from the top of the head down. To the tip of the toes, he's about 15. From him, oopsie, to the tip of the toes, he's about 14 and a half, I think. Yeah, so Seth might be just a tad bit smaller, just a tiny bit, but he is heavier. This hat came with Seth, but I thought it would look cute on Nori. All right. Obviously, one is bald and one is not, so I am going to just check the head size here. I measure usually right above the ears, right on the forehead. So, the Nori Sculpt, his head is about 11 and a half inches around. Then we have Lou Sculpt. He is about 11. He's what I say for him, 11 and a half. So his head here is just a tad bit larger. Oh, I forgot I had a little onesie on him. I'm gonna quickly, hopefully, undress him a bit. So we can see him a little bit better. Okay, let me get his belly out. He has on a regular diaper. He did come with a cloth diaper, but it was really big, so I haven't put it back on him yet because it kind of made his clothes fit funny. So, alright, Seth, here you go. Here's what they look like. Here's their little belly buttons. I wonder if I take the phone off of its stand here, I won't be able to measure, but it's kind of hard to see here, but there's belly buttons. I kind of wanted to compare hand size because Seth's hands are really, really little. Oh yeah, way littler. They're very small. And let me look at the feet. Oh, their feet are about the same. Here's Seth and here's Nori. But yeah, look, they're about nearly identical on the feet. He just has really tiny little hands. Let me look at this one. That looks more similar, but his hands are definitely a little bit smaller. Width-wise, he is wider here. Now, he does have a belly, but he's narrower up here than my Seth is. And Seth is also wider this way, thicker, I guess, than the Nori. So Seth is a lot thicker. When I pick him up, and I pick him up like this, there's a lot more for my hands to hold. And he looks right at me, don't you, Seth? And then when I pick up this little guy, put my hands around him, there's just less there. He's narrower. Okay. I think his little hand is meant to, I think it's meant kind of to lay on him that way, maybe? I'm not sure. It doesn't really want to stay. Let's see here. I'm gonna look at their leg positions. As you can see, his legs kind of are pulled up, whereas this guy's are up, but they're not like tucked into his body. They're just kind of to the side. And then their little bottoms. His bottom is so cute. I'm just gonna flip them on their bellies. I'll flip you this way. There you go. Okay. Yeah, they're just a little different shaped. I like little baby butts. I think they're so cute. His butt's so cute and it's nice and rounded. His is a little flatter. Aren't they cute? They're so tiny. And they both have a very little neck. So when I hold them, I'll hold him this way. And I'm not going to let him go completely, but his head falls really back, really far. And then this guy, when I hold him, his does pretty much, his whole body kind of flops, but his head, yeah. They both are really floppy. Now the Nori is a little bit softer silicone than Seth. He feels really nice. Seth does, but he is not quite as soft. But he still is really soft. Now this little guy's toes are all separate on that foot. Now this one, they're together except for the big toe, which is just like this one. But this one is still all together. So he does have one foot that's completely separate. And then all his fingers are separate. And this guy's got a separate hand, or separate fingers on that hand and fist on this one. But there is some space here between the fingers. Mouths. He has a bigger mouth. It's easier for me to put my finger in there. Him, I don't think I could fit that finger in, but I can do a pinky. His mouth is way littler. Whoops. See, did I do any measure anything else? I don't think so. But obviously he's got hair. I don't know. Feel his head. His head feels nice and round. It doesn't feel like he has any soft spots or sculpted skull bones, whereas he does. He's got the soft spot here, and then I don't know what they call that, but you can tell where his bones are in his head. Ears. I like this guy's ears so much. I mean, they're deep. I can actually like put my finger in there, like a real ear. It's really good. I don't know. That just to me is, I love the ears. His ears are nice, but they're not nearly as deep. He's got a little peeling in that one. Let me look at this one. They're not quite as nice. They're not as real looking. They're a little flatter. The Nori boy's ears are like 3D. I mean, they're just so good. I don't even know how to explain it, but they're really, really, really good. And one other thing, he's got a little more detail in his abdomen. And like with the little bone kind of indent there, and then the little chest, and just the shape of him. He's a little more, I mean, he doesn't hardly have nipples. He has some, but they're not quite the same. And he's a little more blocky shaped. But again, they're both extremely cute, very fun to hold. I really, really like holding this little guy because he weighs about almost 3.5 pounds when I weighed him. And he just holds really nice because he's kind of top heavy. And when I hold him, like I'll put him here for a minute. I put him on my chest sometimes and turn his head. Let's see if I can, like that. And he just snuggles right up, and his little legs are kind of pulled up like that. He's a real good snuggler. Now, Nori, I was holding him last night, and I kind of tucked his little arm in because it kind of gets kind of lost. because it feels like it's made to be on sideways like that. But there he goes. He tucks up, not quite as nice because his legs don't tuck in quite like Seth's do. But he's a good snuggler too. Seth just feels a little more chunky to hold, I guess. But again, I've only had the Nori boy one day, so let's see if I can get it back here. Where was it? Let me see. Now I can't get it back where I had it, where I can see them both. Maybe that's it. Okay. So anyways, I just wanted to share a couple of differences. And like I said, I'm going to get some clothes back on him as soon as the diaper finishes drying all the way. And, I mean, he's got a lot of little wrinkles on his feet and his legs. He's got a lot of wrinkles here on his hands. Got some wrinkles on his arms. Whereas this boy is much smoother. He has some wrinkles and some little chubbiness here and like right here. But he doesn't have a whole lot of other wrinkles, a little bit there. And I'm not putting this sculpt down at all because I love it. And he is just adorable. They are, to me, very different. But I do believe this is the size. I think I've been looking for a while for a size that was me. Like newborn is just too big for me to hold. And then I really liked the 12-inch size, and I really thought that was for me. But then when I got Seth, I really thought that I was mistaken, and this is the size. And he's about, like I said, 15-ish, 14 and a half, 15 inches, both of them. So, and they're just, compare. Well, you know what? Let me get my 12-inch. Let me see what time I'm at. I'll have to do it really fast. Hold on, I'm going to grab her right here. Here she is. This is my Kimberly Jade. She's only partially dressed because I actually sold her. And the person who bought her is kind of doing a payment plan. So I had taken pictures for her. So she's only partially dressed. But here is the Sleeping Jade sculpt, 12-inch. Let me see if I can fit her in the middle real fast here. There, she does have armature. But that's the difference. I mean, she's a good size and she is adorable. I still love this sculpt and I still love my others, but she's much firmer. She's just plain Eco 20, no blend. Whereas these boys I think are both blends. So yeah, she's just quite a bit firmer, but she's still beautiful. I still like her size, but I do think I like the bigger ones, the slightly bigger ones, just a little bit better. But anyways, I'm running out of time, and I will have another video. Maybe I will dress him when his stuff is fully dry. So keep watching, and I still am going to think of a name for him. I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about it. So I'll see you later. Bye.